What's up, Flavor Chat? We are here in my kitchen with Flavor Chat Brian Gresco, and we got some blue crabs today. They're not blue anymore because they've already been steamed.
These are crabs that were caught locally by a friend of mine. He likes to go crabbing, and he was generous enough to give me about 20 or so of these bad boys. So we figured what better way to celebrate this than to do something with it on Flavor Chat. So that is what we're going to be doing. So you're free to join us if you want to hang out, ask questions.
Also, if any crab experts are on, we will put you on screen with us and you can give us some tips, because we are not crab experts. We've watched enough YouTube videos to figure out how to open these things up and get some meat out of them, but I will never complain about paying $20 for a can of crab meat again. So here we got a whole crab. What we've gleaned is basically, I'm going to try to pull a little closer here. Basically, you pull this top off, you get the shell off. Inside of the shell is all this weird stuff. We're making a little stock, so we're throwing that in there. And then these are called, what are they called? Dead man's fingers, these things. These are like the gills. So you want to pull these off. And then you take the whole crab and you split it. Once you split it, you have what's called the back fin here. That's meat along here. And so you open that up. These were previously frozen. Brian got these a while back and we didn't have time to do anything with them at the time, so we froze them, defrosted them. And this is really all that work for this meat that's in here. So we're putting that here in the bowl. We've been working at this for a little while, and so far we've got, what do you say, Brian? 3 ounces of crab meat?
Yeah, about 3 ounces.
A lot of work for 3 ounces.
To offset that, we have some shrimp that we have ready to go. We also have some other accoutrement that will be around to play around with, so should be a good time.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go on, we'll try to watch the comments as best we can. If anybody wants to come on screen with us, we'll do that. We're going to try to do these Facebook Live parties now and then. Keith, we wanted to invite you over for this one, if you're watching. We know you have a violent seafood allergy, so we thought it would be fun. But at the end of the day, we thought it might interrupt progress if we had to call an ambulance, so we decided against it.
This is not the cleanest endeavor to undertake. You're definitely getting your fingers, you're working, getting dirty.
Yeah, not only is it not a clean endeavor, it seems to take a long time. It's like endeavor. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all this stuff, because there's a lot of not usable stuff, but it's still edible, just not the best. So we're pouring it in the stock pot here, making some stock. And the plan is to do a little étouffée. Another thing we don't know how to do, but we'll figure it out. There's two competing schools of thought. So some people say when you make an étouffée, you should really thicken it with cornstarch. But I tend to think that being something from New Orleans, where you have a really heavy French influence, that a dark roux would be the way to go. So we're going to follow that technique and see where that takes us.
The other fun thing about étouffée is it has some historical significance, particularly around the Ides of March, when you could say étouffée.
Yeah, was he talking to Iron Man? F.E.?
I got it.
We're in the French Quarter. We took you to the Latin Quarter for that joke. So this back fin meat really is a lot of work to get to. You get very little. Like I said, if there's any expert crab shuckers who want to come on with us and give us a lesson here, we're doing our best. What we lack in talent, we make up for in enthusiasm.
I'm watching from across the room.
Who's online? Let's get some shout outs. Can you see who's online? Miss?
Yeah, I got Joyanna,
What's up, Joy?
Hey, Joy.
Ryan,
What's up, Ryan?
Lee, Alyssa's on,
Hey, Alyssa.
and
What's up, Alyssa?
wild card, Karen Hex is on.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a pretty big piece right here. I'm pretty excited. We figured it's Friday night. Nobody had anything better to do than watch us pull crab meat for about an hour. So
Ryan, tell me this isn't better than AEW.
There's a lot of people on right now, and I'm one of them.
Well, it's recorded for posterity anyway.
I just shared it to my page, so it's probably gonna blow up.
It's funny.
I was tempted to share it to the Weezer fan club. Wouldn't that be cool?
No? I want to be like,
River, look what I'm doing.
what?
Somebody wants an invite.
Yeah. How do we bring them? Can we bring them on screen? How does that work? You know how to do that?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see what we can do here. I know there's a way to do it. I do not know how to use this.
I think they're saying that they want to come eat some food.
Who's that?
Ethan.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got 20 bottles of red.
That should be enough to wash away the COVID, right? Oh, this is a meaty one. It's really rewarding because a lot of these things, as anyone knows who's ever gone to one of those crab boil things, a lot of times you work really hard for very little reward. So when you get one that's really meaty inside, you feel vindicated. Vindicated is actually Vin Diesel's real name. Vin Diesel is his stage name. Nobody's born with the last name Diesel.
Or the first name. Oh, look at that.
That took me a minute.
What? What?
It's a whole lot of meat coming at you here.
Before was better. What does that mean, CP?
Before what?
We'll try to be more funny.
Uncle Stacy.
What up, Stacy?
Uncle Stacy, Charlie is watching Pokemon.
Stacy, do you have any crab
Charlie.
crab pulling techniques?
Uncle Stacy says hi. She's coming over.
Charlie, can you come be on camera?
Over here.
Miss, is her stool around?
Yeah. Let's get her around.
Charlie's gonna come on screen.
Charlie's come over here.
As I said before, I will never complain about paying $25 for a can of crab again. Oh, what did we switch? Did I make the camera worse? Charlie, What did we learn today about pulling crabs?
It's so good or no good.
I can move the thing around a little bit.
Yeah, you wanna be the video guy for a minute? CP, I was trying to invite you to be on screen. That's why it looks weird. Is your name CP or is that short for something?
I don't know if I made an improvement.
No,
Ugh, that's horrible.
there you go.
Alright, hold on.
You don't have anything to do, right?
No, I'm just drinking wine over here.
So we're almost done. We're down to like 4 crabs and a whole bunch of legs.
So many legs.
Some of these crabs don't even have legs.
We should start a charity for legless crabs. Yes, your camera work is getting good reviews.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little wobbly. Sorry for anyone that has vertigo.
Again, let's take the shell off the top. Split them in half. Get at the back fin meat. This is a very skinny lad. He did not get many crustaceans. What do crabs eat, right?
I don't know. Crab meat?
Crab chow?
Crab chow?
Crusty crab.
Oh, crusty crab. We're making some étouffée. It's like a Cajun stew. It's really simple food, but as I was saying before, it's like kind of like the consistency of gravy. You can imagine kind of like you start out with your Holy Trinity. We have here peppers, onions, and celery, and then you basically brown that up a little bit, and then you make a dark roux. So you start to get some brown on the roux. What you end up with at the end of the day, and I've never made it before, so I don't know if I will, is a kind of like a dark, rich stew broth that you serve over rice. It's real nice comfort food.
I'm really uncomfortable right now, so I'm looking forward to it.
You're uncomfortable?
I'm kidding. I was trying to be witty.
Oh,
Sorry, it's not working.
sorry.
I'm really excited to not have these crabs in my freezer anymore.
Yeah, I was trying to get rid. I had them in my freezer for a while.
They take up a lot of space, and then you forget what they are, and you go to open the bag, and you're like, "Oh, that's a little guy in there."
Yeah, it's weird when you open the freezer and they're staring back at you.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, that's a face looking back at me."
What's Sarah?
Who's Sarah?
Sarah Sikorsky, hey.
Hey.
I love seeing my flavor chat friends. If anybody wants to come on camera, let me know. Brian and I are trying to become influencers. We're going to do a makeup tutorial after this. We're getting a big fight, and then we'll show you guys how to make up. Can't believe we're almost through these crabs.
Yeah, neither can they. All right, so what's the next step? Because we're almost done with.
So once these are pulled, we're gonna actually start browning up our Holy Trinity here. So we're gonna get some butter going in the pot and cook down this. We're gonna let this cook and kind of slow and slow, and soften up a little bit. And then we're gonna put some flour in there, and then you're gonna see it start to thicken like a real nice roux.
Tiffany Peters wants to know what we're making. And
We're making étouffée. These are blue crabs. For anyone just tuning in, these are blue crabs that Brian was gifted, locally caught blue crabs. So we just did a lot of work to pull them, and we got about at this point I think we're up to about 6 ounces of crab meat. So the next time you see the crab meat in the can in the store and you balk at the price, don't.
This is a lot of work, but not a lot of meat.
and Tanner's on. Oh,
Hey, Tanner.
Tanner loves you.
We love him too.
Tanner, you'll go live with us.
Tanner
You
will
won't do
go
it.
live. Yeah, he will.
Invite him.
How do you
See
do
that
it?
next to the chat, there's a little invite. If anybody else wants to come on and say hi,
What? Where is it?
second from the right.
This one here?
Yeah.
Looking from the right. Tanner. Oh, it's adding. See if it works. I feel like I'm super wobbly.
You should prop something up behind you.
It's adding, Tanner. Thanks, Tiffany. We're still at the point where it just smells fishy right
Yeah. It's a very different smell once you get.
now. It smells like low tide in our house right now. I'm not mad at it though.
I'm just gonna put this over on the counter.
It didn't work with Tanner.
You must have said no.
It's okay, Tanner. We still love you too.
So now we're gonna get let's get some butter going in the pan.
You want me to go over to the pan?
Can you?
Well,
You can unplug that. It's probably charged up.
okay. I was gonna ask you if it needs to be plugged in. If I can turn it around, it would be better.
I don't know if it works that way. All right, so let's go ahead and get this fired up.
Oh, we got a little stock going over here for future reference.
Redefining excitement.
It's the only way I could justify all that crab that went to waste.
All right. Is there a way to flip it around or no?
I don't know. It would be here.
There we go. That'll be easier for me to actually get what you're doing. That's what you're.
So we're doing a little something New Orleans style. So we got our Holy Trinity here. Peppers, onions, celery. So once this butter gets melted up, we're gonna throw that in the pan.
You want to put Charlie's chair someplace else? And there's Benny just waiting for somebody to drop something. He's ready. No ants in this house.
How's that butter looking?
It's melting. We're getting there. Should be only another minute.
Kind of low. Back on the burner, sorry. Actually, let me give you this burner. A little more powerful.
Want to take a look at the butter melting?
Progress here.
That smells nice.
Yeah, melting butter smells much nicer than raw crab.
We're going to see how this comes out. We have chicken broth as a backup. We don't like this.
Butter is just about set.
And my sister's on. Hey, Sarah.
Okay. Holy Trinity.
Here we go.
Think it's hot enough?
Father,
The celery is the father.
Celery. The Holy Ghost. Yeah. It's the stuff dreams are made out of.
celery, onions, and pepper.
Hey, Brienne.
Now this is going to want to cook down for about 10 minutes. So the other Trinity that in Cajun cooking, white pepper, black pepper, this is actually red pepper. Red pepper, I'm going to go a little easy on the red pepper, and black pepper, wherever that is. Is that over here? Black pepper. A little bit of thyme. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. It does not have a shaker.
There was a lot of it.
All the time in the world. For reference, we do have fresh thyme, but it's recommended to use ground thyme.
Fresh thyme comes out of the ground, so it's close enough.
Sorry, it was like a delay over there.
What's up, Sarah? Throw this garlic in here for good measure.
There you go.
You're not going for like a real like saute. You really want this to be kind of like a slow. We're really almost like sweating these. Don't sweat the details, but do
Little
sweat the
cameo
onions.
by Joe. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
We got like 6 people watching right now, so
Watch out.
Sarah wants to know what we're making.
We're making blue crab étouffée from blue crabs that were locally caught here in Milford.
So you know it's good? A friend of mine went crabbing and was kind enough to just drop them off at my house without unsolicited. Just kind of showed up and thought that I would run a couple bags of blue crabs. So I'm not one to look the gift crab in the face, mouth. So kindly took it.
That's for you.
This is really starting to sweat. It's looking good.
Yeah. Hopefully those smells are starting to overpower the fish smell that's permeating your house. Yeah, that's it. That can just do its thing for a while. I'll turn it down a little bit. It's starting to come up to temperature now. Just give it a stir every now and then.
Yep.
As all that work, we had quite a bit of crabs. This is the meat that we got. So we are augmenting it with shrimp.
Yeah. Hello, bro. I'm not particular. So with the shrimp, are we just put the like whole, or do you cut it up?
Well, Missy was nice to take the tails off. I think we should leave them whole though.
Leave it whole? Okay.
Do you want to? This is very special. Jim Beam, white label.
How long are we letting the crab stock simmer for?
The crab stock is a bit of an experiment, so we're going to let that simmer while we're making the roux and everything here. What we might do, what we may end up deciding to do is just using chicken broth, which is actually kind of a standard thing. But we had all these crab shells and the vegetable cuttings and everything else, so we thought we would go ahead and simmer that up and see what it comes out like. We may use that, but we'll probably just end up using chicken broth.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble. We may end up ruining the day.
So, Miss, if you get a shot here, you start to see everything softening up in here. And you got the are you smelling the spices there?
It's really starting to come through. Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little more thyme. Thyme is one of those. A lot of people associate Cajun with the pepper, especially the white pepper, is something that is like kind of unique to Cajun food. But thyme really gives you that kind of like blackened Cajun taste that you're looking for. We don't have powdered thyme, so we're working with thyme leaves, dry leaves, but powdered thyme would really be what you would want here. All right, so I think we're pretty close. I might just let that go for another couple minutes before we add some flour. This is really a very basic recipe. Essentially, what you're doing here is you're creating. This is like a mirepoix, and you're just making gravy. It's really just gravy, seafood gravy. So we're gonna spice it up a little bit. The Cajun spices we'll do a little bit. We got a little white wine and a little bit of brandy here. But really, this is a very basic home-style dish. This is something like a Cajun grandma would make. And so anybody who is watching this who is actually from Louisiana would tell me how many ways I did this wrong. But hey, we did our research, some cursory internet research. We read about 6 or 7 recipes, got a general idea of what we wanted to do.
A lot of cursing.
Yeah.
Deborah Trump Power's on saying hello.
Hello.
Got another valued Flavor Chat member.
Yes.
We have a lot of fun. We love seeing what everybody comes up with on Flavor Chat, seeing what comes out of your kitchens, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it really just started out with what, like 4 or 5 of us. Just
Yeah.
kind of like just
Talking about
chat.
food.
like a group chat. Yeah, with text messages, and then we just kind of said, why not just start a page just for us?
And then it's like radioactively crazy. All of a sudden it's just bouncing off the walls. There's like more than 500 people on here. And I'm just trying to make myself some dinner. I'm over here making macaroni and cheese, and she's taking pictures of it and putting it online. And I'm like, okay, it's just my dinner. It's not worth making a Facebook about.
Yeah, but I think that's the good thing about it, because it's whatever everyone wants to make it. It's not like a set format. You know, you want to post a joke, you want to post something you made for breakfast, you want to post something fancy. You know.
Now that we're starting to get some brownies.
Chef Charlie's watching Pokemon behind us.
Nice. All right, so the flour's been added.
Yeah, the
Oh,
flour's
here
been
comes
added,
the
so-
roux.
Now what I'm shooting for here, and I want to add a little more butter. We're looking for like a penny roux. You want this to darken up a little more than like if you're making a white sauce. You actually want it to brown a tiny bit. You have to be careful because we're cooking in this enamel pan and they burn really easily. But I want to add a little more butter to this. But really, what we're looking for is that to brown a little bit, because étouffée should have kind of a like a rust color to it almost. Then when you serve it, you say, "You're under arrest." The thing about stock is which I may have just screwed up, but you don't want to let it boil because that's when it gets cloudy. So you really want to just keep it just under that simmer. And again, what we might do, we may just decide to use some chicken stock that we have on hand. I think it'll be easier.
I feel like a stock has to like simmer for like a day.
Yeah.
Please take a picture of it as a stock photo.
Maybe you lead with it. You can take stock.
Boy. Deborah's saying, how about a drop of gravy master to give it a golden brown color?
Ooh. I don't have any gravy master, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. One of my favorites here, smoked paprika. So that'll give it a little bit of depth of flavor and also that nice color. And that's something my dad would always put in his lobster bisque.
That mayonnaise.
And lobster.
I always want to go outside and come back in so I can see what it smells like in here.
Go out into the garage and come back in. The smell hangs out next to the garage door. She said that will work. Paprika.
Okay, so right now, anyone catching up? In the pan we have peppers, onions, celery, butter, flour,
White pepper, black
All
pepper,
the peppers.
red pepper.
All
Yep.
three of the colors.
thyme leaves, and thanks to Deborah's suggestion, we got some smoked paprika. Hopefully that'll give us some color. And this is starting to brown up a little bit. You're starting to see the flour brown just a tiny bit. I'm going to let it go for another minute or two. Again, being careful not to stick. And we should be eating sometime around midnight.
Perfect.
Hope nobody has anywhere to go. Yeah, let's get we're just about there.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and use chicken broth.
Oh, hey, Allison. Say hi to your wife.
Hi.
Allison and I get to drink tomorrow night.
Like my bride decided to join us. Want to show her what we're doing? So we're just actually getting very thick, but very, very flavorful, and I'm really excited about
She
this.
says, oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Go ahead.
That's
keep turning.
what-
We're
Here
gonna-
goes the
This is
wine. Chardonnay.
a little dry white wine and a little bit of brandy.
Yep.
I would have used sherry, but we don't have it.
Just for your own information, Deborah has muted Guy Fieri so that she can watch us because apparently we are more exciting
We're
than Guy
like
Fieri.
two Guy Fieries.
Yeah, two guys.
Too furious.
Too fast,
Too furious. That's our show. That's why I keep you around. Yeah, this is looking great.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and add chicken broth. This was on sale at Big Y for
Almost nothing.
62 cents.
Yeah.
So nothing but the best in this kitchen.
Justin and I saw that sale at 2 different times and both came home with it. So we have a lot of chicken broth.
Yep. And you know it's good chicken broth when the brand is Vegeta.
You know it's good when it's 62 cents.
I'm glad it was 62 cents because I had no sense when I bought it.
62 cents. Was it 62 cents? Where's that bottle of the broth? Hold on.
Starting to bubble up again.
You want to turn it down a little bit?
Stop. Yeah, leave it up in there.
Yeah, turn it down to low. Oh, the stock is turning?
Yeah, stop.
What's happening over there?
62 cents.
This might be a wash anyway.
Bargain at twice the price.
Kind of smells like water. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pursue that.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian. Tanner loves you.
Oh, I love Tanner too.
Yep. Is it a 32-ounce box? Yep, that's a 32-ounce box.
Tanner, did you know that the corner pocket closed?
I'm very
Years
sad about
ago?
that.
You're the first memory whenever I thought about that place.
That's where I met Justin.
Yeah, it is.
First time. Corner pocket. Look at us now.
Yep, and that's where I met Tanner. Look at us now.
Labor chatting live.
All
So
these
you're
years
starting
later.
to see this is as this comes up to temperature, you're going to see it start to thicken up into kind of a soup. And believe it or not, we're pretty much almost done. Almost forgot. Tomato paste, another important color piece.
It's a new tube, so you gotta take the little foil thing off.
Also, I highly recommend this tomato paste in the tube, rather than opening a can using a tablespoon and then putting the can in the refrigerator until you throw it away.
Brilliant.
This tube, it's a company, Amore. They sell it at ShopRite. I don't know if it's available everywhere, but
Tomato paste and pesto in a tube. Brilliant.
I was starting to thicken up a
Oh,
little
it
bit.
smells good, Deborah, like you wouldn't believe. If you so just for future reference, if you turn the cap around, there's a point in it to poke the foil.
There's a reason
Thanks,
I keep it
Tiffany.
around.
See, tips. Learn something.
Flavor hack right there.
Flavor hack.
All right, this is not thickened yet, Brad, but give it a taste and see where we're at for flavor.
Ooh.
Is it too spicy?
No.
Dare I say, could use some more.
Could use some more, but it's got like a interesting thing is it's got like on the back end, it gets a lot of
Oh yeah, it gets you.
Spice.
Yeah.
like at first I was like, oh, it's got some flavor, but it's not like it's good, but then all of a sudden like in the back of my mouth there was just
Hits
kinda
you on
like
the back
fireworks. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good.
I would go back to Jupiter for that.
Wow.
We can crank this up a little bit.
So if anybody wants some of this, just let us know and
Yeah, come on over.
we'll
Yeah.
make sure that everyone gets some if they want some. Just request it. You could do like some sketchy like meetup, like a computer lot or something. This is good.
Really, once this thickens, and we can use cornstarch. As I said, there's some people who really insist that cornstarch is the only way to thicken an étouffée, but I just felt like starting with a roux seemed to be the right thing to do. So if this comes to a boil and doesn't thicken, which I think it should, there's about a third a cup of flour in here. So I think it should. You can see it starting to. If you look at it, it's starting to get a little glossiness.
Look at it.
You see it starting to get glossy. That means it's like really close to.
Yeah, let's get up and post and personal with that.
Right in there. Miss Marla.
Hey, Marla.
For your reference, Benny wants a taste of anything.
Yeah, you can have the stock because it's horrible.
He's gonna get the stock in his dog.
I'm gonna go put it outside.
Flavor chat fail. Seafood stock.
Hey, this is live. You know, you fail spectacularly.
This is not a fail here. This is not.
Well, no, this is good. And really, what happened here?
This is good.
What we have over here is we put everything in here. So this has got the gills. It's got the yellow, and I had a feeling it wouldn't be great, but you know what the heck?
Try.
Sometimes like we do, Miss and I will throw shrimp shells in when we buy the whole shrimp.
Yeah.
So we'll make a shrimp stock, and that is I highly recommend. Buy the shrimp with the shells all the way on. It takes you an extra 15 minutes to peel them. But then you take all those shells and you throw them in boiling water, and you can make like a really nice it's a really nice stock, and then you add some 5-spice powder to it, add some salt, and then you can make a little egg drop soup out of that.
Hey, Marla.
Hi, Marla.
I thought Marla was on.
Oh, she left.
So you're like, this is beef.
Yeah, this just looks like an abomination.
It smells how it looks.
Carcass soup.
So good. Not good.
Not so good.
Good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
What is the opposite of good?
Good.
Not good.
What I'm doing now is just kind of sifting through here to make sure there's no.
Do you also want to rinse it, or do you want to just not rinse it?
No, it's
Just
plain.
likes touching the meat.
There's what happens with these crabs, because it's so hard to get at the meat, you end up with a lot of little cartilage pieces. So you just want to make sure you don't want someone choking on a shell or something.
That would be not good.
I think we're pretty good. And I'm gonna put
Hey, Chris.
since the crab is already steamed.
Which Chris?
Chris Baton.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I like to say hi to him.
Hold on, let me turn her around.
Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Or I'm not seeing you, but it's good to see me, isn't it? We're making a crab étouffée, so glad you could join us.
Here, Charlie, you want to see what we're making? Want to give it a stir?
Let's give Chris a look at what we got going on.
What we got going on?
We got an étouffée here. It's just about ready. I'm at that point where I'm deciding, it's not quite boiling yet, so I'm deciding if we're gonna thicken it a little bit more with some cornstarch. Then we throw in the shrimp, we let the shrimp cook, throw in the crab,
Okay, hold on.
stir it up, and that's it. You guys, I'll fix this.
Okay. This is the étouffée. This is not so great.
Yeah, this is the stock.
Don't eat that.
No,
Don't eat that.
it's
No.
I don't think so.
We tried it. No, don't recommend it.
Nope. So
That would be very impressive. Do you have like one of those time warp things, Chris? Daniel Culinary's on.
hey, how you doing? Good to see you. We're using the same line twice. We're making a crab étouffée tonight, and we were just kind of breaking down what we have here. You want to show him
Yeah,
what
that's
we
it.
have? I had gotten somebody that I know had gifted me, again unsolicited, about 20 blue crabs that were caught locally between Milford and West Haven, and we decided that we were just going to shuck all of the meat, which actually is not a lot of meat.
That's about 20 crabs right there.
But we're also going to offset this with some giant shrimp, so this should be really good. But this is something we've been kind of talking about doing for a while, and just kind of said, what the heck, let's do it up on a Friday night. So things are getting really exciting right
This
now.
stock is ruining my day. I'm gonna put it outside.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. 'Cause I've dubbed it carcass soup. You can keep this for Halloween. This will scare the crap out of the kids.
Scare the crab out of them. So did it get there
Scare the
before
crap
you
out of the
did?
kids, yeah.
This is going outside.
Then he's like, outside? Okay, bye. Outside where you belong.
Just not sure, is it thick enough? It's thickening up enough.
So it's not quite all the way up to temperature, but yeah, I think I'm gonna get some cornstarch.
Yeah, we'll get some cornstarch going. We wanted to get it nice and thick. It's coming along nicely, but a little bit of cornstarch might be a welcome addition.
That's not gonna work. So the old trick that I was taught is you take some cold water, get your cornstarch there, and you whip it up in there. You make a little slurry, and what that prevents is the old lumps everyone complains about. Now, actually, this is starting to thicken on its own a little bit. So maybe we'll use this sparingly because we don't want it to be like gluey.
No.
We'll add a little bit of this. And this is always an old family trick for gravy. You have that little cornstarch slurry on the side. You add a little as needed. But this is really starting to get to something special here.
No, the stock was a fail.
Stock is outside. It's being punished.
Stock is outside now in timeout. So it learns how to act.
You know, all that gill meat and all the yellow stuff inside, it wasn't a...
No.
So this is, you can see, this is really getting to a good point here. I almost feel like it needs to be a little more paprika, a little more red. Maybe a little more tomato paste. What do you think? What do you think, Brian? Does that look like it's thick enough, or do you want to add a little more of that cornstarch?
No, it's coming along. That might be good.
It's right at that point now. It's getting... Add a little bit of this. All right, Brian, you want to go ahead and slowly dump those shrimp in here?
Yeah.
We're just about done now. We're gonna let these the shrimp come up first because trying not to get that water in there. The shrimp will cook in about 2 or 3 minutes. They'll just cook right up, and then we'll stir the crab meat in at the end. And then I made some rice earlier, and then that's about it.
These are giant shrimp, by the way. Where did you get these from?
ShopRite.
Nice. As opposed to shop wrong. That's where you get the not good shrimp. This is giant shrimp.
Not good shrimp is next to the not good seafood stock.
I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of this because.
Hey, what the heck?
You can see the shrimp are cooking.
So there's seafood stock in a box. Have we seen that before?
We have.
Yeah.
Who mentioned that?
Deborah.
Oh, nice.
So now you're seeing you got these nice, decent sized shrimp. Our roux is thickening up. Got that nice brown penny color that we're looking for. I think we're ready to stir that crab meat in.
Yeah. All Milford.
All right. So here's the crab meat. This is the
All
bell of the ball.
the
right
fruit
here.
of your labor is
Dump
here.
it in. Yeah, the bell of the ball.
So what you want to do is take that crab meat.
Oh, guess what I found?
Ah, good thing.
Good catch. A little bit of cartilage that's not going to make its way into our beloved étouffée.
Cartilage, more like sacrilege.
A little piece. I'm like the last minute
the last quality control. He's the guy. He's the guy putting things in boxes.
So Chris wants to know if that's 8 to 12 per pound or 6 to 8 per pound. He saw both at ShopRite yesterday.
I will double check, but I think they're 6 to 8. They might be 8 to 12. I don't know. Okay, this is just about there.
Smells real good.
Actually, they're 21 to 25 per pound.
21 to 25 per pound.
I think the bag was about $14. Not a high-end shrimp, just a regular run-of-the-mill shrimp.
Your regular Tuesday night shrimp.
All right, so we're cutting up over here.
Just a little parsley for garnish. You got that turned all the way down to low.
Looks lovely.
We're just about ready to serve.
Hey, Michelle.
Where's Michelle?
Michelle Joanna.
Oh, hey, Michelle.
Michelle, my belle.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a ladle.
Found one. There's a little delay.
It's like delay.
Okay, so then to serve,
That's a lot of food.
made some white rice earlier, instant pot. Love the instant pot.
See you later, Chris. Thanks for jumping on. We agree. Definitely a potluck is in order. Look at that.
There we go.
And then a little sprig of parsley for garnish. And since we're in a restaurant,
Hey, Marsha. Oh, you gotta.
Yeah,
there
that's
you
not the
go.
best étouffée I've ever eaten. You didn't eat it right. Look at that.
There we go, guys.
Who's gonna be our taste tester?
I think,
Go ahead,
Missy,
Miss.
I think you do it.
I got both hands going here.
I'll take it from you.
All right. Am I gonna burn my mouth?
Probably.
Hey, guys. Let me get a fork over here. All right. So what do I have to get for a perfect bite?
Deborah said beautiful plating.
He does a nice job.
Are you burning yourself?
It's not good. It's just really, really hot.
I guess it's probably supposed to taste it before I serve it, but shrimp here, crab.
Best étouffée I ever had.
You never had étouffée, have you?
Exactly. You know? All right.
It's really good. Brian, I want you to try this. We got a lot
I'll
of.
hold the
We
camera.
gotta.
Don't use that fork. That's our wedding fork.
You got some shrimp there, Brian?
Cheers, flavor chat.
So good. Are you emotional?
Those crabs even.
It's really hot.
Those crabs have any idea what they would grow up to be?
That was amazing. That is really good. Wow. I've been at heartburn for a week. That is really good. Wow.
Job well done, guys.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
All right. Any closing good
Salvos?
nights?
Who's doing the next one? That's my question.
Yeah. Who's up next?
I don't think Josh is on, but Josh, we got to do this with assembly line grilled burritos.
Sounds good. Yes, that's true, Sarah. All right. Have a good night, guys.
All right, good night. Thank you.
Bye.